his sanity. I am the beast that ace cancel me. Granted, he is handsome with the bread, but underneath, way under feet, I cannot see the soul. Up in the grease like the holes in the ozone, up in the heat like holes in the snow globe. You raise your piece, get froze, check the logo. KH kill haters, cold and darks, patience when I'm stuck in praise surveillance. Watch my patience take your plate right off the table. Tell them wait here, waiters waiting in my water. Fishy rappers hate the cadence, is a tip. When I drop down, you know it's time for prayer. I need a moment, man, I'm zoned out.
Whoever sees this and subscribes right now will get a free hello, Adele not included. What's going on, YouTube? It's Knox Hill, and we're back with our reaction series. So today is Friday, and you know what time it is. It's time to come back with more ERB. Now, unfortunately, I'm a little under the weather today, guys, so I will do my best, but the show must go on. Yes, every pun intended with that one, because today we're going to do the battles of directors. I'm talking about Steven Spielberg versus Alfred Hitchcock. But before we go any further, guys, I'm going to give a quick shout out to the song in the intro. If you like that, yes, I'm a rapper. There's a good chance you like my breakdowns. The way that I think about music, you'll probably like my music as well. I like my doubles, my triples, my wordplay. I like music with emotion. I put a lot into my new album, Chaos Theory, 20 tracks, guys. So if you want to support me and support the channel directly, I'll put that link below. Also, I just want to make a quick announcement that tomorrow we will be doing our second ever ERB live stream on this channel. I mean, the last one was absolutely insane. The energy, yeah, my brain definitely broke on that one. So we will be back with the sequel tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But anyways, we know what we're here for. ERB, step up to the plate. Let's see what you got.
Upper crop bottles of our story. Steven Spielberg versus Alfred Hitchcock.
Feels like Jurassic Park. Just, you know, typical sort of movie scoring. You've got the orchestral sound, the strings playing beautifully in the background. I love how this is set up. Like we're just building the epicness. Not your typical sort of hip-hop track right now, but definitely a shout out to movie scoring.
Steven Spielberg versus
What was that he just did? Did he just do the E.T.? Live long and prosper? And now I'm sat here saying live long and prosper. Why am I pulling Star Trek and Spock out of here?
Versus Alfred Hitchcock.
Picture a child sitting next to a projector, learning from your films to become a much better director. Now picture a
swinging right out of the gate, Mr. Spielberg. I love him in his prototypical baseball cap, the director's hat. And he has talked about this, how, you know, he looked up to Alfred Hitchcock. I mean, he admired him so much. Didn't he try to meet him in person? But I love how you take that. You know, it's almost like battling one of your idols. And it's, you know, how do I attack them? All right, well, I shout them out. I pay homage to them because I talk about studying from them just so I could be better than them. How's that slow burn taste?
Sitting next to a projector, learning from your films to become a much better
Oh, wow. And that's a really dope visual double, too, because you've got like the old school sort of movie roll, the countdown on the projector, the 3, the 2, 1, as he's dropping the projector lines. Nice.
Picture a child sitting next to a projector, learning from your films to become a much better director. Now picture a $3 billion dream machine who can blockbust all over your crop just to see. Try to do with me, Alfred, you must be psycho.
Who can crop? Hang on, I'm gonna have to bring that back one more time.
From your films to become a much better director. Now
this is good. I just love the switch up. So literally, he's blockbusting right now. You know, he's coming all over it. I mean, it wouldn't be ERB if we didn't have a dick joke and a sexual innuendo thrown in there. But what I love about that, in like the bust lines, is that there's just a switch up from this just beautiful, wonderful. I mean, there's a female voice singing harmonically in the background, and all of a sudden it's like, uh-oh, the diss hits. And then we really kick in with the hip-hop percussion now and the bounce to the track. I love that switch up, man. That's just great delivery and just blending of the delivery with the production at the same time. So good.
$3 billion dream machine who can blockbust all over your crop just to see.
So, Blockbust, right? Blockbust is in Blockbuster. Shout out to Blockbuster, man. Remember as a kid, rest in peace to Blockbuster too. You know, going to Blockbuster, seeing what games you could rent for the weekend, playing those, trying to beat Donkey Kong. Maybe I'm too old for some of y'all, but anyways, R.I.P. Blockbuster. And then also Blockbuster is in like a Blockbuster movie. And wasn't it Spielberg with Jaws who technically like created this whole blockbuster summer movie where people would be in line and, you know, you spend millions on movies and it just blows up the box office, and now it's just like an expectation every summer to have these like high level massive blockbuster movies. So Jaws was kind of the originator of all of that. So we've got the sexual innuendo of him blockbusting. We've got him literally just busting on this track and just like breaking in, breaking out, switching things up. And then obviously the blockbuster movie reference. And then your crop duster scene. What was the name of that movie? That was North by Northwest. That was North by Northwest of Alfred Hitchcock. And the dude was, wasn't he confused to be a government agent, and then he was on the run, and there's this one scene, he's like out in the desert, and then you've got the crop duster that comes in and swoops down low and tries to take him out, and he dives down, and then he runs into the cornfield. So yeah, that's what he's referencing there. So he's like, you know, hey, I'm making billions, Alfred. Did you ever make monetarily what I've made? Because I'm at a different level than you. I'm not only a better director, I'm more successful than you are. You get what he's doing there? Also, I take it as he's kind of crop dusting right now. You know, he just laid a stinky and just smells bad.
Correct. Now picture a $3 billion dream machine who can blockbust all over your crop duster scene. Try to duel with me, Alfred, you must be psycho. I'll bring back Jaws and take a bite of your life, bo. I'm always
trying to duel with me, Alfred. Hang on. Duel? Well, that's got to be a movie reference. And I love how Steven Spielberg is in color on the left and Alfred Hitchcock, because some of his movies were made in black and white. He obviously was from a different time. So you've got him on the right, and then Spielberg kind of breaks that wall, which is really cool, and his hands in color breaking over onto the black and white. I don't know the dual movie reference, but it's got to be one of their movies. That's what I'm guessing. But obviously Psycho is one of Hitchcock's most famous movies, right? Psycho, when the girl goes to the motel, and it's Norman Bates. And that was like the original shocking slasher flick, psychological thriller, you know? And he was always talking about his mom, and it turned out that he had murdered his mom years ago and then stole her from the morgue and mummified her corpse and walked around and treated her as if she still existed. And yeah, he was a psycho. But the way that it was set up and just sort of the shockingness and the brutal nature, and then the stabbing in the shower scene, it was very eye-opening at the time for people. So yeah, definitely one of Hitchcock's just sort of his elite of the movies that he's made. But also the obvious one. Now listen, guys, I don't always point out, oh my God, somebody is getting murdered right now in my family at this moment in time. Shout out to my twin daughters, man. I hope you guys don't mind the background noise. But anyways, talking about Psycho, a lot of times I'm not always going to point out the obvious ones, right? I'll point out the doubles that I like, the ones that are a little bit deeper level than the obvious. But the obvious is you must be psycho. You must be psychotic trying to deal with me. So again, wow, this is really clever writing. I mean, we're going deep into the movies that they've done. So Spielberg shouts out his movie Jaws, the shark movie. Come on, if you've never seen Jaws, stop it. Stop it. Go away. And then, what was it? Lifeboat. Lifeboat was a Hitchcock movie. Always on top. Why did they capitalize always? That's got to be another Spielberg reference. Yeah, I'm guessing. I get the vertigo. The Vertigo is a Hitchcock movie, Vertigo. Wow, he's just working so many movie titles into his lines right now. And then him being on top of the game, because when you're up too high, you get vertigo from it. And then he's shouting out Alfred's movie. Wow, that's clever. That's really clever. My Jet's in the Terminal, playing off of the vertical lines. But also, he had a movie Terminal. My Jet is in the Terminal. And in the movie Terminal, wasn't it... Or was it... Hang on. I think I just connected it. Because Terminal is the Tom Hanks movie. When Tom Hanks is stuck at the airport in the airplane terminal. Yeah. And then Always... I'm guessing Always... Isn't that the fighter pilot movie that he did? I think so. That happened. I'm always so on top of my game. I get the vertigo. My jet's in the terminal waiting for me to murder you. I rock the academy. Murder, yeah, wow. Again, just so many movie references. This is crazy.
I get the vertigo, my jet's in the terminal, waiting for me to murder ya. I
Nice.
the Academy and the DGA. You rock as many Oscars as that slap Michael Bay. Time you're feeling
Shots fired at Michael Bay. You didn't have to do Michael Bay like that. He just dropped a bomb. Huge explosion. Helicopter drop in, Michael Bay style. That's the way that I always think of Michael Bay, man. Everything's just epic and big budget with Mr. Bay, but not much critical acclaim, that's for sure. So we threw Michael Bay under the bus, and then we compare. No, you can't compare Alfred Hitchcock to Michael Bay. Come on, don't do that. But I do like the lines. He rocks the Academy because he's been nominated so many times. I mean, how many Oscars has he won now? And Hitchcock actually, surprisingly, never won a single Oscar. Wow, he is in the same boat as Michael Bay. Huh, that's a shame. And then the DGA, Directors Guild of America. Yeah.
You rock as many Oscars as that slap Michael Bay. Time you're filling up those jowls with 3 steaks and souffle. Check the trade, see me amble to my next big play.
See me ambling along, you know, slow walking with a little strut, but also ambling. That's a really clever shout out. And look at how it's spelled. I mean, they're really setting up these lines with the lyrics because they're capitalizing the titles. Amblin. He's shouting out his company, Amblin, right? And their classic logo is the E.T. logo, which Spielberg directed. And, you know, the bike going in front of the full moon, Amblin. I like that. I really like that line. And then what was the other one that I want to point out? Yeah. Filling up those jowls with 3 steaks and a souffle. So Hitchcock really liked his food. He liked to eat. He enjoyed to nom nom nom. That's for sure. And I'm guessing that the 3 steaks references him sitting down and eating 3 steaks in one go, which is, that doesn't sound terrible. That sounds delicious if you like red meat. Sorry, vegans.
Check the trade, see me amble to my next big play. I produce cartoons and make games for all ages. You produce Jimmy.
I produce cartoons and make games for all ages. That is really good because that plays off of Amblin, which has given us Pinky and the Brain. Oh my God, are there people watching this who have never seen Pinky and the Brain? Am I getting that old? Listen, if you haven't seen Pinky and the Brain, you cannot help me take over the world tonight. You need to go immediately, just leave this channel and go watch Pinky and the Brain and then come back to me. And then games. What's the games line? I want to say Medal of Honor. I want to say they gave us the Medal of Honor games. I think so. I'm pretty sure that's Spielberg's company. This is just crazy bars. Jimmy Stewart was an actor. He's been in a lot of Hitchcock films. And what is the process that Hitchcock used that he kind of gets studied for a lot is, you know, when you want to show emotion, when you want to really bring the audience in and you show like the POV perspective, then you have a close-up of the actor's face. You show the actor's expression so that the audience can see how the actor has, you know, reacted to what's happening. You know, so you go wide shot, POV, close-up, and then back out again. Just to help convey further emotion. And this is a trick that has been used, obviously, for years and years now. But Jimmy Stewart, wasn't he infamous for having just like a very bland face? Like just a no expression. But I think even Hitchcock defended him. And somebody can correct me, as you inevitably will in the comment section, because holier than thou, you guys know more than me. But I'm pretty sure Hitchcock said that he wanted Jimmy Stewart's expression to be very neutral because he wanted the audience to project their emotions onto him and his reactions. Also, can we please shout out the T-Rex that has just been constantly appearing in the background in my childhood, jumping up and down right now like Jurassic Park? I used to have the same nightmare, man. It was crazy. I'd climb out the window and I'd try to escape the house. I don't know what I was escaping from, but right outside on the dimly lit street was always just a big-ass T-Rex just looking at me. Fucking looking at me. Anyways.
You rock as many Oscars as that slap Michael Bay. Time you're filling up those jowls with 3 steaks and souffle. Check the trade, see me amble to my next big play. I produce cartoons and make games for all ages. You produce Jimmy Stewart making one of 2 faces. Maybe next time I visit you'll be a bit more gracious. Now kiss.
Oh, the Jimmy Stewart lines are good too because you know, it is the director's job to bring the best out of the actors that they're working with, isn't it? So by him critiquing Jimmy Stewart, in a way, he's critiquing Hitchcock as well.
Jimmy Stewart making one of 2 faces. Maybe next time I visit, you'll be a bit more gracious. Now kiss my full.
That's a visual shout out. What was that? I think it's Alfred Hitchcock Presents, isn't it? When you see him silhouetted and how he introduces things before the story actually starts. I'm pretty sure that is a shout out right there. That's clever.
Making one of 2 faces. Maybe next time I visit, you'll be a
was a close.
You know what I really like about that beat the whole time too? Is that we didn't fully lose those orchestral symphonic sounds. We kept those samples and those chord progressions, but then we had a very hip-hop heavy percussive track at the forefront driving it. There's just a really cool blending of styles right there. Really worked for Spielberg's delivery. That was dope.
You'll be a bit more gracious. I'll kiss my full moon and just bask in my greatness.
That was a close encounter of the
Kiss My Full Moon, right? Again, we talked about the logo, the full moon, the ET image, okay? That's 1, 2, you know, when you're showing someone your ass, you can kiss my full moon, giving someone a good old full moon tonight.
More gracious. I'll kiss my full moon and just bask in my greatness.
That was a close encounter of the turd kind.
I like that rebuttal. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, a Spielberg movie. So what did Hitchcock do? And even the sound with a little bit of a, what was that?
And just bask in my greatness.
That was a close encounter of the turd kind. But there won't be a pretty ending.
Yeah, a little bit of sort of that eerie sound, right? That guitar sound. That just like, is that a Third Encounter sample? I can't even think. It might be. It might actually be. I wouldn't be surprised if they went that deep into it. But I love how he flips it and just goes, you know, the third kind. You're a shit.
That was a close encounter.
I'm going to go cough my lung up real quick. All right, we're back. For those of you who don't know, I have been sick all week and just trying to basically plow through it and survive my reaction. So, carry on.
More gracious. I'll kiss my full moon and just bask in my greatness.
That was a close encounter of the turd kind. But there won't be a pretty ending this time. Half your billion should go to John Williams. Now brace yourself as I reveal my brilliance.
Half your billions. How much is Spielberg worth? Is it up to a billion? Is he really worth that much? Wow. I mean, it makes sense. He's been in just so many just high-grossing movies throughout his career. But there is the camp and the people that believe that Spielberg still wouldn't be at the level that he's at without John Williams. And, I mean, can he be blamed for working with someone who's very talented when it comes to musical scoring and who just has produced so many iconic soundtracks throughout the years that, you know, you hear the sound and you know what movie it is. Like, you could play that Jaws score and you would know that motherfucking shark is coming to get you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, yeah, just so good at matching the themes and the emotions of the movies with the music itself. That definitely goes out to John Williams. He deserves a lot of credit, but, you know, it's like Michael Jordan being with Pippen. Like, you gonna blame Jordan for playing with Pippen and having a great number 2? I wouldn't.
Half your billion should go to John Williams.
That's just smart. It's a smart business move.
Now brace yourself as I reveal my brilliance. I'm the master of suspense, so intense, no.
I'm the master. Ooh. Had that, like, eerie sort of screech that you found in a lot of sort of the early suspense thrillers and films that they use. I love how he has that pause. I'm the master. Pause. Let that hit in of suspense. That's cool. That's a cool way to do it. And he kind of builds it too, doesn't he?
There won't be a pretty ending this time. Half your
Listen to this beat.
go to John Williams.
It's kind of building.
As I reveal my brilliance.
Kicking.
Of suspense, so intense, no.
Now brace yourself. Brace yourself. Get ready. Like, he's setting the stage. And I love, again, how the production is really matching what they're doing so well on this one. And he comes in with the suspense, and that's when the drum roll comes and we kick back in with the percussion sounds. Check this build out.
Brace yourself as I reveal my brilliance. Master of
Nice.
suspense, so intense, no defense against Hitchcock once he presents.
That is a dope flow. Defense so intense.
Master of suspense, so intense, no.
Sorry, suspense so intense, no defense. Nice internal scheme right there, man. Do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. Punchy.
Defense against Hitchcock once he presents.
No defense against Hitchcock once he presents. Like the defense, like in a trial, giving his case. While I'm on the subject, just think about trials. Music to be murdered by. I got to give a huge shout out to Eminem and that album, who pays a lot of homage to Alfred Hitchcock, who we get to do here.
Of suspense, so intense, no defense against Hitchcock once he presents.
Also, that's a shout out, and I said it before about his series, Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Clever.
Enormous orchestra, brilliant performance, you're more horrible than Megan Fox's acting and transform. Fish puppet.
Again, this compact rhyme scheme flow is really good. It pushes the pace.
Suspense, so intense, no defense against Hitchcock once he presents. My skill is enormous orchestra, brilliant performance, you're
My skill is enormous. Orchestrate brilliant performance. Nice.
more horrible than Megan Fox's acting and transform.
Megan Fox is an amazing actress. Okay? Not very good looking. Kind of average, like a 6 out of 10. You know what I mean? But to me, it's her acting on camera that really separates her.
Skill is enormous orchestra, brilliant performance, you're more horrible than Megan Fox's and transform. Come on. Fish puppets and Muppets to stir the fear.
Fish puppets and Muppets to stir the fear up. He never did Muppets, Spielberg. But what I do love is the puppets, because, you know, like the dinosaurs in the original Jurassic Park, that wasn't CGI. They were, you know, model creations and puppets. And same with Jaws. Jaws was essentially a puppet. So I love how he's making fun of that and trolling it.
Come on. Fish puppets and Muppets to stir the fears up. I squeeze screams out of chocolate syrup. I'm the best mamma jammer ever.
I screams out of chocolate syrup. What was it? Didn't he use chocolate syrup to replace blood? Because he's filming in black and white, so it, you know, like a thick, gooey substance to emulate blood. And I'm pretty sure he used that in Psycho itself. We talked about the shower scene when Norman Bates comes in and yeah, and the blood leaks out onto the shower floor. That was chocolate syrup, people. Yeah. It was deliciously horrible.
Muppets to stir the fears up. I squeeze screams out of chocolate syrup. I'm the best mamma jammer ever. Stood behind the camera, damage panderers, and haunt you like the last Indiana.
Damage panderers and haunt you like the last Indiana. What was the last one? The Crystal Skull one? I mean, come on, let's give Spielberg some credit. Like, I do fuck with Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? There's some Indiana Jones I definitely fuck with. But yeah, the last one, it was so bad that, the fifth one that they're making, he backed out of being director of. I mean, he still gets smeared for the way that he handled the Indiana Jones series in that fourth installment. Wow, that's good. That is a good burn to sign off with.
Give me a Tylenol. Stop rhyming, y'all.
Quentin Tarantino, bro. Quentin Tarantino.
Give me a Tylenol. Stop rhyming.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be just because of the color. I'm thinking Kill Bill immediately. And you motherfuckers. Here I am. I'm ready to go for Spielberg, Hitchcock. I'm thinking that we're just going to cruise on through this. I'm trying to hold my voice back from coughing right now. And no, here we go. This is going to be one of those just fuck with your mind ones, isn't it? Thank you.
Give me a Tylenol. Stop rhyming, y'all. Alfred, you got no style, dog. I'm the king of dialogue. There's only one movie I know you from. And I've seen more blood in the shower when I stubbed my toe and tried to fight.
There's only one movie we know you're from. I'm talking about Psycho. That's all anyone remembers of Hitchcock, which, yeah, okay. And I see more blood in the shower when I stub my toe in one. It's definitely Tarantino, because we know that he loves his blood and gore. I mean, every single Tarantino movie, somebody's got to be covered in blood somewhere. And I think the shower scene also plays off of the Psycho scene when the girl got killed in the shower.
Give me a Tylenol. Stop rhyming, y'all.
Give me a Tylenol, because y'all's rhyming is giving me a headache. I like that scheme right there. Tylenol, stop rhyming, y'all. Style, dog.
I'm the king of dialogue. There's only one movie I know.
Dialogue is good in Tarantino movies, and he writes that dialogue. That's facts. That is hard facts. Pulp Fiction, amazing dialogue in that movie.
And I've seen more blood in the shower when I stubbed my toe and tried to fight in World War I, but couldn't do that. The British Army wouldn't let you join because you were too fat. Look it up, it's a true fact. Wikipedia that. Now allow me to.
Really? I didn't know that, so I love how he kind of carried it over. Like, look it up, Wikipedia that, because it's true. This is facts. That's a nice burn.
Wouldn't let you join because you were too fat. Look it up, it's a true fact. Wikipedia that. Now allow me to attack Stephen the Hack. Due to War of the Worlds of Failures, when I label you, it looked like some.
Wow, Stephen the Hack. He's calling Steven Spielberg a hack. Ooh, that's a low blow. I mean, he has had some bad movies, to be fair. War of the Worlds did kind of. I mean, how can you have Tom Cruise in a movie and make it bad? That's illogical. You know what I mean? But I love how he takes, one of his failures, I guess, his critical failures, and kind of flips it on him. Like, it wasn't everything it was hyped up to be. Obviously, War of the Worlds story. So many people know that. They wanted to see it come to life on the screens. You had Tom Cruise in it. You spent so much money on it, and it just went kind of like a Michael Bay movie.
What bullshit Michael Bay would do. Ask anybody.
I'm a fucking genius.
Worlds of Failures, when I label you, it looked like some sellout bullshit Michael Bay.
How does that happen? That is an amazing moment right now. Literally, I say Michael Bay, and then Tarantino just says that's some bullshit Michael Bay would do. Let's go.
Due to War of the Worlds of Failures, when I label you, it looked like some sellout bullshit Michael Bay would do. Ask anybody.
What's your favorite Sam Jackson part?
No one's gonna say. What's his name from Jurassic Park? Scripts that I write.
I mean, that's true. Samuel L. Jackson does work with Tarantino a lot. And, his role in Pulp Fiction is so iconic. Bro, you completely forget that he was in Jurassic Park. Oh my God, he was in Jurassic Park. Wow. That's a really good line.
Anybody. What's your favorite Sam Jackson part? No one's gonna say, what's his name from Jurassic Park? Scripts that I write ain't the clean. And when I grip mics, I'm the mean. Jurassic Park. Scripts that I write ain't the...
That's really cool. I love how, you know, the kid's tricycle is rolling down the hallway, because that is from The Shining. And I had a moment to pause and think, because I'm like, hang on. Tarantino didn't write The Shining. No, he didn't write The Shining. Why are we doing The Shining? But what's cool about that sound as it's rolling on the floor is it sounds like a drum roll. You know, he pauses, drum roll, delivers a punch. Pauses, drum roll, delivers a punch. Except we're replacing it with Jack Nicholson just being absolutely psychotic on a kid's toy as he's rolling murderously down the hallway. That's cool. Nice. Bad motherfucker from the wallet to the penis. Love how he carries over the Samuel L. Jackson scheme, because Samuel L. Jackson's wallet in Pulp Fiction, bad motherfucker. So he's getting paid, right, in his wallet, and then, hey, it's not an ERP if you don't have a dick joke talking about his pee-pee right now. And you have the classic lift the hood up scene. And I feel like every Tarantino film has to have sort of that hood reveal scene at one stage or another.
Tarantino is a genius.
There is so much in this one. Visually, the double entendres, the sound production, the samples that are used, the lyrics. Wow, this is a tough one.
From the wallet to the penis.
Why are we in space? That's a Shining reference.
Genius is a powerful word, but there's no reason to use it unless you're talking about the Kubrick.
Remember how I said Tarantino didn't direct The Shining? Well, here we are with who it was. It's none other than Stanley Kubrick. Man, I'm so mad at myself that I couldn't catch that before.
Genius is a powerful word, but there's no reason to use it unless you're talking about the Kubrick.
What was it? He did a movie in space. It's like Space Odyssey 2001, wasn't it? It's filmed back in like the 60s or 70s, but isn't it funny when you try to do a movie about the future and then like you pick a date where you think we're going to be a lot more advanced than we are? Anyways, I digress. But yeah, that's the moon reference. And isn't there the theory too? Obviously, you have the conspiracy theorists that the moon landing was staged. And don't they say that Kubrick directed that? That might be a stretch, but I think so. I think Knox's brain's working.
And there's really nothing to it. Everything I do is visionary. Every single frame of painting made exactly how I want to make it.
I mean, listen, to be fair to Kubrick, he is a really good director. He made an amazing movie that I still love to this day. I'm talking about Full Metal Jacket. That is just an absolutely insanely good movie. But there's been some really good movies. I mean, we had The Shining reference as well. Yeah, there's been some good ones shouted out throughout this.
Do is visionary. Every single frame of painting made exactly how I want to make it. Do another take and get it right 127 times. I'll make you learn to...
Yeah, because didn't Jack do an interview and he was talking about that take? And, was it the baseball bat scene? I don't know. Just so many epic scenes of dialogue and great acting in it. But yeah, I mean, Stanley had them do the take so many times. He is like the epitome of a perfectionist director. I mean, he will make them do it and do it and do it and do it and do it again and do it again and do it again and do it again. You could think that you had the best take you've ever had, but then he's got making you do it again. And then after you've done that, he does it again. And then by the point you're so pissed off at him, you just want to break the fucking camera and then you rage out. And why am I don't know where I'm going anymore. Settle down, Knox.
Wanna make it to another take and get it right 127 times. I'll make you learn to love me on the bar.
I've been inside all week, okay? I've been sick all week. I need to get out into the world and see people again.
Take and get it right 127 times. I'll make you learn to love me on the bar. Jump over violent rhymes like clockwork. Make you all...
Oh my god, he did Clockwork Orange too. Wow, he's shouting out some of his stuff. And I'm the Bomb. I'm pretty sure that's another reference of his with the ultraviolet rhymes, but I can't think of which one that is. One of you will tell me below.
7 times. I'll make you learn to love me on the bar. Jump over violent rhymes like clockwork. Make you all hurt. Beat Spielberg, the color purple. AI is...
Beat Spielberg. He beats him so bad he makes him turn purple. Spielberg also had a movie, The Color Purple. That's nice.
Jump over violent rhymes like clockwork. Make you all hurt. Beat Spielberg, The Color Purple. AI is the worst wasted potential since the Ninja Turtles.
First off, he just lost points because you don't bring the Ninja Turtles into this. All right, you don't have to do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like that. Who was your favorite Ninja Turtle, by the way? I was Michelangelo. Favorite color is orange. I am taken, so sorry I can't post his profile on Match.com. Anyways, talking about the lines AI. Wasn't he giving that? No, he was supposed to direct it. Oh, I can't remember this story, but Spielberg is the one who got it at the end of the day. And I thought he was going to direct it. And talking about the wasted potential, because, yeah, Spielberg movies do always have this tendency just to always have this happy ending. Even if the happy ending doesn't always make sense. It's always going to end well. But, you know, that's what movies are. They're entertainment. They want to give us hope for the future because life is miserable anyways. But, yeah, we could talk about that another day. But one of the critiques is that, you know, he always ends his movies so positively. And AI could have ended so twisted and so dark. So maybe I think that is sort of the wasted potential reference, or just because he was supposed to direct it and he gave it to Spielberg and Spielberg just made a mess of it all.
I've heard enough crap from...
Hang on.
AI is the worst wasted potential since the Ninja Turtles.
That's enough. I've heard enough crap from all of you. When I come down there and show you what a real star can do. Blow with the telephone. Don't Bruckheimer, I work solo. If there's one thing I've learned, bitch, this game is about motherfucking money. I make that dollar.
Yes!
Motherfucking money.
Yes!
Wahlberg, make some
This is fucking gold. This is the best come-in transition I've ever seen in epic rap battle history. It's Michael fucking Bay. Oh my god, we've said his name enough. They've taken shots at Bay. I've mentioned Bay. Come on.
That's enough. I've heard enough crap from all of you. When I come down there and
Swooping
show you
in on
what
a
real
fucking
star
helicopter.
can do. I swoop low with the telephoto. Don't Bruckheimer.
There it is. Look at that. The epic pan around the character. I mean, you got Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, right, coming up in Bad Boys, baby, and you see that epic sweep around, and you know shit's about to get real. I love that. And then he loves to use his telephonic lens, you know, that magnifying zoom lens that could, like, capture you and then capture something off in the distance and from a low angle. That's like the classic Michael Bay angle. Millions of dollars spent on explosion. Have a hot chick in the movie. Guaranteed. Make that motherfucking money.
Down there and show you what a real star can do. I swoop low with the telephoto. No Bruckheimer, I work solo. This one thing.
Because he worked with Brockheimer. And actually, I mean, come on. To be fair to Michael Bay, he has been in some good movies. I mean, The Rock, come on. That's a great fucking movie.
Learn, bitch, this game is about...
And, Jesus, there's going to be people who don't know what The Rock is. Please go watch The Rock. About Alcatraz prison, breaking out from that. It is a good movie, I'm telling you. But he worked with Brockheimer for a while, and then he broke away from Jerry Brockheimer just to go solo and keep making money.
The telephoto. No Bruckheimer, I work solo.
And I love the production change. All the production changes now. You've got a different sound. You've definitely got the electric guitars, the rock, the mainstream coming in right now to announce his presence. It's good.
One thing I've learned, bitch,
Look at that face. Look at that face. That's a, yeah, I've came 5 times today face. TMI.
About motherfucking money. I make that dollar, y'all. Motherfucking money. Even make Mark Wahlberg make some motherfucking money.
Mark Wahlberg and Transformers. Hey, everybody makes money if you work with Michael Bay.
Y'all motherfucking money. Even make Mark Wahlberg make some
Look at that face, and just the explosions going on behind him is amazing. And I love how he just keeps rhyming the same thing, motherfucking money. Like, even on this rap, he doesn't give a fuck about critical acclaim. He's just gonna keep making motherfucking money, and it sounds good, doesn't it? Like his movies, they look good. I mean, who cares if there's no story or plot?
fucking money. Shopping, got a few drops of that got milk money. Rose to the right.
Got milk money. Because didn't he come up doing commercials? He did the Got Milk commercials, which were epic.
Make some motherfucking money. Shopping, got a few drops of that got milk money. Rose to the rock, now I got that socks made of silk money. I ain't got that.
Rose to the Rock, like Rose to the Top, but also shouting out his movie, The Rock. Hey, every one of the directors so far has had to shout out one of their movies, at least.
Got milk money. Rose to the rock, now I got that socks made of silk money.
Look at his jacket in the background, just coming up.
Drops of that got milk money. Rose to the rock.
Yes, I'm on top of the mountain.
Now I got that socks made of silk money. I ain't got that guilt money. I don't give a fuck. Take my checks to the bank and I sign them with my name.
I ain't got that guilt money. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't feel guilty about what I'm doing. I mean, hey, listen, at least own it. At least be honest about what you're doing. If you just in it for the money and just to have a damn good time, just say it. You can't hate on that.
I don't give a fuck. Take my checks to the bank and I sign them with
My nuts. Yes, that is a flex.
They love. All the critics say I
Facts, bro. Facts, bro. Knock those trolls away. He's too busy. He's too busy making, you know, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, and 7. This is epic. Like an atomic bomb blowing up in the background. When it comes to blowing up, no director is my equal. Nobody blows up more than I do. I love my explosions. And then the eagle eye, like the eagle eye lens. But also, wasn't one of his movies? Eagle eye shot, eye of the eagle, eagle eye. One of his movies had to be. That was another movie reference too. I mean, look at that. Look at the bald eagle. Like, it's America. If there's not an American flag flying at some point in a Michael Bay movie, it is not a Bay movie. You know, like epic panoramic scene, American flag flashing in the background as our hero steps up to save the day once more. Yeah. And then obviously he's blowing up like nobody can beat him. That was an amazing cameo. They just had to blow up the ERB. I enjoyed that. I mean, for me, who won? I think Spielberg had some really good lines and bars. Like, he had so much packed into his scheme. So many doubles and triples. He probably had the best, like, triple and double entendres of anyone else in terms of the writing. I mean, he went deep with the movie references and everything he did. Favorite flows, I would have to give to Hitchcock. He had some amazing condensed schemes that we pointed out in flows. Best overall to me, I would say it was Tarantino. I just love sort of the nonchalant way he came in, the way that he bragged about his own stuff, but the way that he flipped and dissed everyone else too, that was good. And then, obviously, the true winner of this is the man who had the most epic entrance on a fucking helicopter with the world being blown up around him, and the best rhyme scheme of motherfucking money that I've ever heard in my entire life. The winner is Michael Bay. You can fight me later. Anyways, ERB? You were Knox Hill certified. So hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button. Comment down below any other ERBs you want to see me do, or if there's other artists you want to see me check out. I try to read all of your comments, guys. I respond as much as I can, so please keep commenting and keep posting. Also, this is your reminder that tomorrow we are back. As long as my voice holds up, guys, we're going to do our second ever Epic Rap Battles of History live stream, 1 p.m. EST, so stay tuned for that. Stay safe, stay positive. I love you guys. I'll catch you again soon. I'm out.